Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and riveting and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host Imperial Dane, the one, the only Master Propaganda, hero of Sight, Defender of the Fatherland, off into glorious wonders. Near magical 2v2 here on Crossing in the Woods. In the north is Rogue and Yuunohi, fighting here for the German army. Deutschland. Here with the 116th Panzer Division tasked with securing the flank here as the Americans under the command of Chrisr and Dirtfinisher advance for freedom and democracy. Here with the 2nd Armored Division tasked with breaking through the lines, no matter the cost. Here with Armour Company and Airborne versus Storm and Overwatch. And as always, a big hearty thanks to my page supporters, champions, heroes, wonderful people, one and all. You too can join the ranks by pledging on Patreon and enjoy my undying gratitude, or you can donate via PayPal, also gain my gratitude. Links in the description. Finding, commenting, liking, sharing, subscribing is another way to make me happy by spreading the word of the mighty Propagandacast. I'm of course here featuring assault engineers, elite vehicle cruise upgrades, M10 tank destroyers, 105 mm bulldozers, Shermans, 100 howitzer barrages, Pathfinders, 50 cals there for Airborne with paratroopers, paradrop anti-tank guns, and P-47s. Storm here with ambush team, get the skirmishing here by the way. Smoke bombs, Jaeger command squads, like to fill up its scene and Stuka bombing strike. And we got Jaeger light infantry squads, early warning systems for the Fatherland, howitzers, and sector assault. Quite a bit to go through, as pretty much everyone, like within the first minute, actually picked a commander in a 2v2. That's actually surprisingly rare. So, like, you know, suddenly had to, like, you know, catch up there before the fighting went sort of seriously deep here. Dirtfinisher with a full triple Pathfinder start there, moving ahead here for freedom and democracy. On the east side here, meanwhile, Chrisr moving ahead with double distance, double rifle squad. They're trying to, you know, bum rush the Germans. But Yuunohi here ready to defend the Fatherland. And there we go. Dirtfinisher here goes for perhaps a dirty move flank behind the Germans. No! Dirtfinisher apparently he's stuck in a bit of a spot. They can't make it up his mind. And Rogue has truly gone rogue with a sniper. Snipes one of the Pathfinders, dropping his body like a sack of potatoes from the Reichstag. Not that I think they ever dropped potatoes from there, but you never know. Maybe they did. Maybe it was the great Kartoffeltropfen test or something there. In the east side, we got Ralph squad here with the Kuhlwagen. Sturmpanzers coming up here. Another push here from Chrisr, having mobilized his men, bolstered them with speeches of heroism and, of course, really greasy dinners. He urges them onwards. We got assault engineers here for Chrisr. In the west, Dirtfinisher here goes for the sniper, pushing him back here, leaving Rogue's left flank there, looking a bit roguishly exposed. So what will happen next here? We got El Capitan there for Dirtfinisher. As for Chrisr, no sign there. Meanwhile, he's pushing up here. Ralph squad's leading the way to the rear and left to secure what they can, because the Sturm pioneers are not allowing them to get close to the fuel point, that's for sure. Kuhlwagen almost knocked out here. Fulton is acting here as a rear guard. And in the west here, we got Pioneers Grenadiers versus Dirtfinishers Pathfinders. 3rd Grenadier squad there for Rogue. In the side here, Ralph squad's there as the Fulton Grenadiers. Next line of push here by Yuunohi to assist the beleaguered Sturm Pioneer. We got the assault being up inch enough. No flamethrowers there, at least not yet. They're planning to use mines with them. We'll have to see. Skirmishing to the west, but we can see here north, Chris's men are being bled out. Yes, Yuunohi refused to give up there for Deutschland. In the east path, assault is leading a path, I suppose. Their flankers on the way there, getting close to the Sturm Pioneer. Grease guns versus assault rifles. Which will win out here? Looks like it's going to be a close one, but the grease guns do pull through. In the west side here, fresh German push here by Rogue. Dirtfinisher ultimately not able to maintain a cohesive defense line. We also got here ambush camouflage up there for Rogue's Grenadiers, hiding the way there. Thumbs up. There's an assault engineers here as the advancing Fultoners going for a flank here instead of charging into the assault engineers. Very tactically wise there by Yuunohi. Flanking up behind them, skirmishing there with the Kar-9 TKs, forcing retreat here on Chrisr. We got the ambulance being forward here, aggressive setup, but obviously not much to work with at the moment. In the west side here, Dirtfinisher lines up for another push for freedom, democracy, assailing Rogue's lines here. Kicking in doors if there were any, but at least shouting a lot of insults and sending the Germans running. One squad here remaining in ambush camouflage mode there. Note the German, oh, wiped as well to the Pathfinder blob, basically wiping out the Union retreat before the chance of escape there. Jaeger's out there for Yuunohi, going to use repositioning just a bit. Then again, like to make a nice cut through a Rogue. No sign of anything yet. We do have a truck up there now, mind, for Yuunohi. Chrisr has yet to go for anything but the captain there, of course, for Dirtfinisher. Guessing we're seeing an anti-aircraft tactic from him. It also looks like Chrisr is, yeah, he's also going for the captain here. Usually Rouse squad pushed back by the Fulton. There's another squad nearby, and of course still got the ambulance fairly forward here for Chrisr. Freedom, democracy, apple pie. Pathfinder's being forward here. Gunny's lining up here. Ambush camouflage mode for the third squad. Gives them a little of a bonus there on attack, but in terms of accuracy, well, when they pop out of the ambush mode there. Little fun note there. Germans used a variety of camouflage uniforms. The Wehrmacht, the Waffen-SS in particular, had a lot of patterns, but even the Wehrmacht had some developments there on it. There's also some that I would say was more improvised, like basically just using what was known as a Zeltbahn, or basically sort of a tent half, to, like, you know, sew up a very basic camouflage uniform. Fun fact, by the way. Cool, the Pathfinder pushing them back here. We got mines up here for Yuunohi, looking to protect against any further American breakthroughs in the west. Armored Cup pushes forward, but we do have the anti-aircraft traffic ready here for Dirtfinisher, and that 2-2 will not stand a chance against it. New Year command squad for Rogue. I imagine with the ride for the half-track, Rogue here will commit to Pack 40 unless he is truly gone rogue. And also insane. Though that might mean the same thing. Anyways, Pack 40 weather for Rogue, very much expecting these two. Yuunohi clashes out there with Chrisr, who is struggling now to really make any progress here versus the Krauts. We do have the captain ready now with a BAR. Assault Engine Force here. Folks, they're definitely not going to be a great position behind him from a flamethrower there, as that can quickly evict them within a matter of seconds. Sunbeam sees that the captain, no BAR on his captain, by the way. Have to push westwards. Dirtfinisher with an ambulance of his own. Pack 40 out there. And Belgrade headquarters up there for Yuunohi with medics and a mechanized command post there happening. On the east side, though, the Americans are broken through there. Yuunohi's lines buckled and bent. In the centre there, Captain there pushed back the foot, but the Kubelwagen course proved to be too much of an obstacle for the noble captain. My God, it's a Kubelwagen. We're doomed, boys. We just gotta retreat here. It's like made out of paper. No, it's not. It's made out of the thickest German armour. No, I think you're mistaking that with a King Tiger, sir. No, gotta be the Kubelwagen. And the west side here, holding up their half-track, pulling a bit back. 2-2 rolling out there for Rogue. Lining up here for a push there for Yuunohi. Assaulting is there, assaulting their way into a large German formation, with which there is only one path to take, which is backwards. Just swing about here. Flak half-track for Yuunohi. Freedom and... freedom... The opposite of freedom and democracy. Anyways, no half-track there for Chrisr or a pack howitzer to bombard the Germans. Those goddamn Krauts. Fuel point wise, it's definitely going a bit back and forth between the two sides. And east here, another push here forces Chrisr once more off here. The lack of machine gun teams is making it difficult to stop these assault waves, but admittedly, the German lack of machine guns similarly makes it difficult to stop the Americans. You know, same thing though, of course, versus Dirtfinisher. A lot of Pathfinders and machine gun will definitely be a bit more exposed. I can understand why Rogue, for example, may not be huge on machine gun teams right now, since, you know, one mistake and the Pathfinders will eat the machine gun crew for breakfast and then have the machine gun for dessert. More like a Happy Meal, I guess. Since they don't eat it, they just grab and use it. So yeah, more like a Happy Meal, I guess. Second half track out there. Healing up here on the west side there, moving forwards there. Gonna use the advancing captain. Armored car pushes forwards there for Deutschland, flanking the captain, who still is without a BAR. Though obviously, that would not help much against an armored car. Snamming forwards here for Rogue. Got a fourth Grenadier squad here. Keine Panzergrenadiere. I mean, admittedly, I think with, you know, ambush camouflage there, the Panthers and Panzer could be a really nice ambush element to have here. But particularly more camp map like crossing in the woods. But you can also understand, you know, just wanting more Grenadiers, honestly. So Fulton, just, you know, a small observation here to consider. Push on the west here once, on east, Chrisr forcing his way through here. The German lines once more bending, and basically just Yuunohi here backing off before find themselves with white units. Very salient stuff here. Kubelwagen providing a bit of covering fire as well. They're Destiny 3 there. On the west side here, Rogue once more assails Dirtfinisher's lines. Bazooka teams up there to help deal with the armored car and any other armor that might happen here from the German side. Back in the American bases, we got weapon racks for Dirtfinisher, but Chrisr has decided yet to unlock the weapon racks there. And there we go up north there, though, a push too far with the half-track. Results in the German half-track backed up by the Kenner for knocking out Chrisr's anti-aircraft half-track. A stinging blow there to America. And Dirtfinisher here calling in paratroopers. 101st Airborne Screaming Eagles. Clearly a big fan of Airborne there. Armoured car knocked out with a half-track sniper retreating. The east side going to flank here with the captain of the Pathfinder being met here with grenadiers with light machine guns and of course car 9 TKs. Half-track they repairing well under 5 from the pack 40. I feel like Dirtfinisher here is getting strangely overconfident. And there we go. Half-track knocked out. There's 2 anti-aircraft half-tracks knocked out within a matter of roughly a minute of each other. Great for the Germans, less great for the Allies. There you go. Paratroopers with the Thompsons. 2 thumbs up. I do feel like Thompson could overlook in the paratroopers, but they're really good. I mean, again, in terms of in-game performance, they're basically better than assault rifles for whatever reasons Relic decided upon there, but they are better. And then you get like a 6-man squad with 4 of them, plus tactical assault ability to shot grenades. I mean, that's really good in one package. That said, of course, you want them there and, you know, not surrounded by Germans with light machine guns and, you know, very angry-looking helmets. MG42 there for Rogue, having decided, you know what, now might be time to bring in something that to suppress the paratroopers at least. And these side here, Yuunohi and Chrisr continue to fight, but there you go. Chrisr looking to perhaps flank up behind Rogue to give his teammate a helping hand, but also force Yuunohi to maybe get out of the position in the east. Tactically, I'd say that's very wise. Sometimes the best decision is to not just keep attacking to the same position, but try to see if you can't bait out the defender into, like, you know, more favourable terrain here. So I would say this is, I think, much smarter play than Chrisr. There's just one particular flak half-track flaw in the plan. That is the flak half-track, which rather puts an end to it. But overall, technically what, you know, I think Chrisr did, it was very smart there. It's just, you know, he lacked a way to deal with the interactive half-track, and Yuunohi kind of saw through it. And the west side here, another push here. Pathfinders once more looking for a pathway towards the German defeat here. We got weapon racks there for Chrisr. Also, fun fact about Pathfinders, the British had their own for their own airborne divisions. So, little fun fact there. It does make you wonder if we'll ever be seeing British airborne troops just in general, because they just kind of like tend to substitute commandos. But there you go, paratroopers, and there you go, tactical assault. Really powerful ability. Really powerful. Particularly again on assault rifle based units effectively, since again the Thompson performs like that. I remember when the Stormtroopers had assault rifles and then tactical advance. That was great. But yeah. Definitely a powerful ability and can actually result in some very quick wipes of time correctly. So there you're going to see the Rogue's line completely collapsing, knowing not to trifle with the Thompson paratroopers. Tech there for Rogue though. And the east side here, Chrisr and Yuunohi continue to fight out here. Flak up, setting up there, Betty 2. 8 kills for Deutschland. Back here, the Major is out on the way there for Chrisr. Dirtfinisher going for anti-tank guns. Not quite keen yet on armor here, it seems. But Chrisr definitely is not taking any chances. Plus, I imagine he just wants to push out some armor here versus Yuunohi and put an end to that flak half-track. Plus, of course, all the supporting infantry. We got Betty 2 then, the assault engineers. Don't want to get them retreat. We got the Rogue 74 coming up, but okay, Pan was setting up to cover up there. Just expecting here. Paratroopers moving a bit about. Then Veterans one, of course, already. There you go. Captain's on me. Nice boost here. That said, of course, it can help you to some degree when you got so many machine guns and Germans aiming at you. There's only so far, you know, bravado can take you. East side here. Ralph Squad Captain there is the Sturmpioneer flak after once more. Then Veteran 2, it is definitely a very nasty situation for infantry. Victory points wise, it's fairly close between the two sides. Dirtfinisher once more finds himself done dirty in the west here by Rogue and pushed back. He's got the anti-tank gun ready on top of the bazooka teams. They're clearly ready to deal with any Rogue panzers. Schwer Panther quarters up there for Yuunohi with Overson on the way there. Thumbs up. Pardon the hiccup. And we do get a but fuel cache here for Chrisr to assist him and his teammate, ensuring they get more fuel for their armor. Also got the Major on the way there for Dirtfinisher. Overson squad almost done here for Yuunohi. This one just being, well, quite frankly, mauled out in the open. In the west there, Rogue once more has successfully secured the western points away there from Dirtfinisher, who was once more finding himself a bit removed from the entire fighting. Clearly, Chrisr is a really big fan of using an ambulance fairly actively versus his opponent. Artillery raining down here, called in with a Major. Artillery off. Oh, Manhunt got out medium, but it's artillery raining down there. Cap needs to get out of there before he gets killed inside the building and burnt beneath the floorboards. Much to the confusion of the owners of the house. Wilhelmina, did you bury dead Americans beneath the floorboards before we left? No? Okay. It's just like, you know, last time when your father-in-law was beneath the floorboards. Dead. I try not to ask too many questions, Wilhelmina, but, you know, I want to make sure. Pathfinders are going to be easy. We got bars up in the Pathfinders and into Barfinders. And he's being murdered here. Ambush camouflage nice, but versus Barfinder blobs, they do fall a bit short. Parrots they're flanking in, not shabby here. Gunny's being mauled there for sure. Let's set there's more guns nearby. You can see the Dirtfinisher very wise retreat. I think what Dirtfinisher would actually really benefit from here is a mortar to deploy smoke, or the Scot to deploy smoke, and then using the smoke, allowing the paratroops to get close and cause chaos that way. Smoke tends to work quite well with assault troops or really well set up flanks. Half-tracks also work out, but crucially, he doesn't have access to half-tracks there, but it's airborne. Got Ralph going eastwards here, straight into a mine possibly. M10 diving in here, Chrisr with the Wolverine. Going straight in for flak half-track, which shot there with his 3-inch gun. One more shot there, and the flak half-track's going to go kaput. Lance gun, there we go. M10 Wolverine scores a kill for freedom. Eastern pawn there, mine goes off. Heavy Panzer Corps there for Rogue. Got the Orbs in there wiped. Shot fire there, whiffed. A lot of back and forth here though. M10 needs some repairs, quickly popping up to do that particular task. West side here we got tank traps. Dirtfinisher getting ready to defend freedom and the free world. In the centre there, paratrooping up, backed up with the captain. Nice little combo there. I remember when Classic Dave used that one a lot. Very powerful if you can time it correctly. Let's just again the paratroopers. There we go, on me. Charge at the Sturmpionier, and then if timed correctly with tactical assault now, you could possibly wipe the Sturmpions for the chance. Even then, without tactical assault, you can see that the Sturmpions take a lot of damage. Like, I cannot stress this enough, but the paratroopers, Thompsons, and by extension the Rangers and all there, are incredibly powerful. Incredibly so. He got lucky there. If he popped tactical assault, that Sturmpioneer squad would have been dead there, so. I can understand that once like pop it willy-nilly, since you pop it incorrectly, it can really hurt you. Same with the Stormtroopers tactical advance, but at the same time, popped at the right time, it can have very devastating result to your opponent's infantry. Americans are getting better map control. That's the Germans now. Second Armored Division has pushed back 116th Panzerdivision. We're reorganizing for the next counter-attack here. And 10 remaining reserve here for Chrisr. Rav scored, Captain Relations pushing forward here into a well-manned German position. Panther 4 there for Yuunohi and the German army. Second Kemper on the way there as well. West side here, we got Dirtfinisher locking down the German base. We got the Scot flying away there. We got Pathfinder being Ralph grenaded. And we got the heavy Panzer Corps there with a Panther with a Rogue. Rogue has truly gone rogue. Going straight for a Panther. A bold choice here. A very bold choice. Could cost them the fight, but who knows, maybe he'll win them. At least, you know, not lose them the fight. Coming up, getting hurt in the M10, pushing it back. Panther halfway down there for Rogue, and the 116th Panzerdivision. Captain Paratrooper starting forward, so we got 8 kills. Another on me. Then he's flying away there. My God, these Americans with their Thompson submachine guns. Let's get out of here. Panther almost done there for Rogue and for Deutschland. He's using Kurt the Fultons. We've got Raketen moving up here. And there you go. Panzerkampfwagen 5. Gefechtsbereit here. Adding the Penalty MD42. Thumbs up. Panther holding up here. Artillery fire in the raft spot and the captain. So of course the question is, can Rogue make use of the Panther east side of Chrisr? Assault continues once more. Yuunohi finds their lines buckling under incessant American hammer blows here. That's Chrisr, the hammer of Wisconsin. Hammer's way. I don't actually know if it's the hammer of Wisconsin, but you know, it sounds cool, I guess. Jaegers here, though, caught in a really, really bad position here. Almost wiped out here by Dirtfinisher. And there you go, done dirty by Dirtfinisher's Pathfinders. In the west, Panther there was double anti-tanks there. Armor piercing rounds being loaded, pumping away at the Panther. And we got a Bulldozer Sherman out here with 105 shell howitzer mounted on it for Chrisr, ready to blast lines in the Germans. Or blast holes in the German lines. There we go. Blast lines in the German holes. Have you been smoking again, Charles? No, I swear, I swear. I just found these funny mushrooms. And this thing called Panzer Schokolade. Anyways, Bulldozer Sherman out there. Typically each, I think, American tank battalion was a regiment would at least have a like one or two of these. They basically pulled the same duty the Stu 42 did in German Stu Brigade, which is basically there to, like, you know, blast holes in infantry positions, support tanks versus infantry. So, fun fact there. Scott number 2 here for Dirtfinisher. To further blast German infantry apart here. Americans also generally just much stronger position now. They got almost all the victory points. They got both fuel points, and the Germans being pushed back here. And on a map like Crossing the Woods, maneuvering can be fairly difficult. Fairly difficult. Dirtfinisher also shifting his center of gravity more towards the center. Probably, I imagine, to support his team in case, you know, Rogue goes over to support the Yuunohi versus Chrisr, for example. No. Rogue here goes straight for the juggler here on Dirtfinisher. Pushing ahead for Deutschland. Panther going straight for the Scot. We got into tank and fire, bazooka fire. Rogue here apparently being blessed by something, because most of the shots fail to penetrate the Panther's frontal armor, impressively enough. Purposely forward here, but being focused down with the Grenadiers, and we're talking 4 Grenadier squads. The chances of pulling this off are certainly limited, and there you go. Dirtfinisher very wisely pulls them back for the, well, end up as ex-paratroopers. Panther going for the Scot here, anti-tension around there, good hit on the Panther this time around, both shots penetrating there, pushing the Panther down to less than half health. And he's there, Yuunohi pushing out once more for Deutschland. What is Yuunohi planning? I do not know. Guessing another Panther for Jagdpanzer and MD-34 there for Yuunohi. We got the House out here for Rogue and for Deutschland. Captain push back here. We got 323, 229. Scott's being fixed up there for Dirtfinisher. Got the Bulldozer Sherman forts here. Straight ahead for freedom. Diesel shot there, doesn't get any kills. They've got double Chemevs, they'll land some really hard damage on the Sherman, pushing it back. Panther moving towards the east here. M10 pushing forward, they've been caught a bit of a hornet's nest here. Chrisr very wisely pulls back his M10 tank destroyer. But no, decides he's dead to try and turn around. There you go. Has to bite the bullet as he hits a mine there, firing HVAP shells at the Kubelwagen, which survives it. See, I told you, they're heavily armored, these Kubelwagens. Heavily armored. M10 knocked out, saving the crew there. Sharp save there by Chrisr. Choosing multiple both the Share Panther Corps and the MD-34 Panther flying right there, the Americans as well there. Could cost Chrisr some fairly heavy casualties, not careful. In the east here we got the folks being bombarded by the Bulldozer Sherman. Machine gun crew actually wiped out here by Chrisr. In the west, Dirtfinisher continued to hold the line here against the Germans. Rogue slowly advancing, but Rogue clearly being a bit more hesitant there. We got the House flying away with 3 kills to his name so far for the Reich. We got 323, 169. The Germans may need to get a bit more offensive soon here. And Yuunohi can soon go for another Panther 4 or a Jagdpanzer 4. As for Rogue, who knows what Rogue is thinking. Another M10 for Chrisr. Smoke being deployed here in the east. Got the anti-tank and crew there. Then he's about to get wiped out. That's going to be a bit painful there for Rogue. Got a parallel with Ace low 13 here though. Gonna squad white. Light machine gun dropped. We got Dirtfinisher's Grenadiers. Oh, Captain there making a run for it. Doesn't grab it though. Oh dear. We got air support to come with Dirtfinisher. Air support. The P-47, the United States Air Force is unleashed here upon Rogue. Desperately trying to get his Panther safe forward. Gets turning target practice for a lot of very eager American pilots. I'm sure all screaming, yeehaw! As unloading the rocket payload upon the Germans. Got the bar fans moving forward, taking his push back there under Rogue's command. How's their firing? Not firing, actually. Panther Neater appears. On the east side, you've got the Panther 4 clashing with the Americans. And we got another Panther 4 there for Yuunohi and Deutschland. Volker scored wiped out here by Chrisr. His men utterly annihilating there. Yuunohi's unfortunate German grenadiers. Perich was there annihilating the Volkers with the Thompsons. 14 kills. Still no tactical assault. Clearly a bit concerned here about popping at the wrong time. 16 kills there. Almost got the wipe there, but fell a bit short there. Fell a bit short. East side here we got the M10 falling back here. Ace level bullshit falling back. Note, by the way, I imagine he basically just popped out the old, the tank destroyer crew from the one that had a bit of efficiency there. So, thumbs up to Chrisr by effect to make use of the ability there. How to the remaining silent here for Rogue. We'll never see again what Rogue is planning next here versus the Americans. There goes some poor bastard got murdered there. Fix up the M10. Bullshit never binding the German infantry. Almost got a full wipe there. Close call there for Yuunohi and Deutschland, German and taking heavy damage to both the Panther and the Propagandacaster to get out of there. Almost got it. M10 trying coming far here from the beleaguered German crew there. West side here, Dirtfinisher. I mean, he could try and move up the Scots and try and bombard into Rogues, but there you go. Hard to fire there. Firing out the Pathfinder's missing, no, but of course, maybe the anti-tank guns actually. That could be a bit painful if they hit, but so far not. Panther taking hits from the anti-tank guns, heavily damaged already. Howitzer keeps whiffing. Anti-tank gun dodges most of the shots. They're very fortunate there for Rogue. Howitzer keeps missing. Is he actually hitting it? I think he's so horrific. There you go. Kind of got some kills, but sadly not enough there. And Tim's moving forward could actually be hitting out. And of course, as soon as the anti-tank will, of course, it starts hitting the area there. Bloody well. Weapons there drop, looking really rough for Rogue now. He's got his back against the wall. We do have the guns at the Panther House and the Scot here. But the Panther's terribly damaged. And the House is just not hitting anything. It's close being brought up to the Scots here. On the east side, though, we got Yuunohi here. Putting some pressure on Chrisr. Got the Shaman finally. The ambulance is also smoking around. Chrisr has actually lost most of his forces now. He's down just the M10 and a bit of infantry. Meaning it's actually up to Dirtfinisher these do some of the carrying here, but these two preoccupied, pushing Rogue on, into his base and punching his nose. Lost the M10. Now Chrisr was pretty much combat ineffective. How's it cleared out here? I mean, this is pretty huge. I mean, even if Rogue is back in space, he's crucially not lost most of his forces. We can see Chrisr is now trying to churn out as many M10s as he can here, but this has left Dirtfinisher's basically arse out in the wind here. He's trying to grab the Info 2, not a bad idea here, but the Scots going to need some support to get out of there. And they also need to be careful about the flank, because right now what could happen is Yuunohi launches a flank up behind Dirtfinisher. Dirtfinisher trying to pull his force to safety. Got there, Chrisr going to assist here. It's looking a bit rough here for the Americans here, the 2nd Armoured. Going here for the Panther 4. Gets the 3-inch gun there, detonates the ammunition, cooking up the entire crew. Like a Christmas goose that's been left out in the oven for too long. And then filled with firecrackers. Because if you're going to do it poorly, you might as well do it in style. Sturmpan is almost crushed by the M10 tank destroyer here, and then knocked out there by Yuunohi. Chrisr there is definitely having a tough time there with Yuunohi and the other commanders on the west here. Dirtfinisher keeps on bounding away there. Rogue in trouble. Even if we got an entertain there, but still he has a larger force than Chrisr, so as long as Rogue doesn't do anything too silly, then there should be a chance here for Yuunohi to assist here. Panther 4 ace by way there. Bombarding, almost taking out the tank destroyer under Dirtfinisher command. You got the Zuka team sending the Jackson, they're pushing back. Yuunohi's Panzerkampfwagen 4. Close call though. Close call. On the east side here, we got flipping wind, got air support again unleashed here, I think just to keep Dirtfinisher safe. On the east side, we got Yuunohi once more being charged here by Chrisr, who does take out Yuunohi's remaining Panther 4. Leaving Yuunohi slightly less powerful, and Rogue, I think, is actually setting up for another Panther. There you go, popping out the crew to force away the Kettenwerfers. A bold maneuver there that would not have worked if there had been any infantry nearby under Yuunohi's old Rogue's command. Situation percent range well. Also, the Germans have like 38 victory points. They need those victory points soon. Otherwise, it doesn't matter that Chrisr was like basically been like, you know, rendered barely combat operable. Like, if they could just split out the Germans, it doesn't matter. We got another Panther for Rogue. This is like honestly super risky by Rogue. Like going for second Panther, they got so few victory points left by now. But Rogue clearly believes in the might of the Panzerkampfwagen 5. Do not worry, Wilhelms. The Panthers will save us. Are you sure? Yeah. Trust me. Panther 4 there for Yuunohi. We got 24 versus 3 and 23 here. In the west there, we got Rogue advances there for Deutschland. Snubber with 18 kills halfway to 3. Second Panther almost done there. We got 3 and 23 here versus 18. The Germans are barely holding on here. The 1 and 16 Panzer Division is in tatters, but the second armoured has certainly also had its nose bloodied and then some. Third Scott for the Dirtfinisher. The paratroop is charging ahead here. 21 kills. Aisler, but they're running into negative cover. And they're being met with a German vicious fusillade that leaves the Screaming Eagles truly screaming in the dirt as they die out. Tilly called in here. Air support called back by Yuunohi. They got the Panthers on the move going for the Scots. Moving up in the centre as well. We got 3 and 23 versus 10 here. The Panthers diving in against the Jackson. The other Panthers on the move as well. The anti-tanks moving into the Panthers being focused on. We got air support raining down here. We got the ambulance out there. We go. Panther takes out the main gun. The Jackson flanked by the M10 could get knocked out. The Scots also going for the rear of the Panther. They're fighting all of it at the rear of the Panther. All of it. And the M10 takes out the veteran Panther. Anti-tank arriving. Where's the other Panther? Did it get lost? No, it's there. Going for the Jackson. M10 going for the flank here, but needs to be careful. There you go. Popping in there with HRAP runs of its own. Gets knocked out though. Panther is crewed by Dirtfinisher, then flanked with the Panzer 4. Again flanked. And then knocked out there. Jackson being much repaired here. Scott down. Got the Jackson. And there we go. The Germans with just 10 victory points left managed to just blitzkrieg their way to victory. Phew, what a finish. GG game over, ladies and gentlemen. Lots of back and forth fighting here. Some intense action. I feel like Chrisr at times, I think, took some fairly unnecessary risk, and I think both American players would benefit from mortars and smoke. Obviously, the Germans could also benefit from smoke deployment here and there as well. Otherwise, it's hard to say in a maneuver more because the map is very difficult to maneuver on. And so my biggest advice is probably just V2 crossing in the woods. It's not a good map. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it. Tell your friends, tell your family. But don't change this. Of course, consider donating or pledge on page to support the Propagandacast. Allow me to keep doing what I do. This is Imperial LinkedIn. Cheers. Thank you for watching. Till tomorrow again for another episode. Bye.